Hi Pisces, here is your quantum story. Happy 11/11 portal, by the way. Alright, so yin and yang energies for your story. Oh, but as I was shuffling and getting the cards out, proverbial they, give me a new spread. So I have, normally I'll shuffle and I have one yin, one yang card. And then the other archetype deck, I'll have as many cards as pop out in a line, and that'll tell the story, and then the Shaman Oracle deck. But for this one, they said, we're going to give you 2 cards of each deck for the yang, and then 2 cards of each deck for the yin. So it's almost like they parted the seas on this one. So this is going to be interesting. So let's start with your feminine energy. The bully. This is rough already. The bully archetype for your feminine energy. This is your inner energy, your spiritual energy, your creation energy. Light attributes. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Okay, so we have a bully on the inside of us. So this part of our journey right now, of our healing, is about learning to tame the bully inside of us so that we don't act on it. Yeah, I can see why, because the yang energy here is the hero heroine. So let's just go through the attributes first. Yang energy, light attributes, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism. All right, so something inside of us, there's a bully inside of us. And so the fact that this is your yin and this is your yang, and your yin is your external energy, it's your action energy, it's your masculine energy. The fact that we have the hero and heroine, it's like we're learning to save ourselves from our inner voices, from our inner dialogue that is really rough to us. So instead of hiding behind fears, when it comes to hiding behind fears and taking action on the outside towards others, in a way, as a way to suppress our own fears, like we're projecting, we blame other people, that kind of thing. We're learning to look at the inside and see how we're the ones who have this voice on our inside, and it's making us act in a certain way. And it usually has very little to do with the other person. It's us on the inside. We feel uncomfortable, we feel scared, and it could be fear of loss, it could be fear of intimacy, it could be fear of fill in the blank. Nothing else came to me. So whenever these fears inside of us are triggered, we've had a tendency to go to blame other people for their actions or their lack of actions towards us. So we're learning to save ourselves from that. We're learning to be our own hero, and to take this self-empowerment journey over our tendency to blame, over our tendency to intimidate, or our tendency to be physical with other people, either verbally or physically. So this is really cool. So yin energy, feminine energy, yikes. This is where it got hard, because I don't do reversals, and when the cards pop out, they came out reverse, and I was told this is the message. Reverse nectar and reverse mountain. So to me, that says that we have a hard time dealing with this part of ourselves, even recognizing that this bully is inside of us, that this bully is making us project onto other people and blame other people. We have a hard time recognizing that, and when we do recognize it, mountain in reverse, we have a hard time taking action to stop that. It's too hard to. It's like you're stubborn. There we go. That's the word. It's like we're too stubborn to put action into that, to actually embody an energy the hero energy that would help us stop projecting our fears and our pain onto other people. For the yang energy, the hero energy, we have the heart upright and the desert upright. So very much on the outside world right now, it seems like when the cards came out, this is what I heard. We're going through a dry spell. So perhaps you've been isolated from a loved one, or you walked away from a loved one, or there's no communication, there's separation, there's a breakup here. Whatever it is, there's a very dry period when it comes to opening up our hearts. Which makes sense why it would be so hard to overcome this bully energy, because first we have to open our hearts to ourselves, and that's such a vulnerable, delicate journey, and it takes a lot of self-empowerment. It takes, you see how they're climbing this mountain, and the mountain here is in reverse, so they can't even climb this mountain if it's in reverse, but they want to. Something inside of you wants to, and the way to get through that is to go within to your heart, to really listen to what you truly love and truly, truly want. Perhaps what this is that you've been blaming a lover. You've been blaming a lover. You've been bullying a lover, and it's hard for you to recognize that, or maybe you're too stubborn to admit that, even to yourself, or especially to them. That's probably why you're going through the dry spell, perhaps. And so back to your yin energy. All right, so yin energy, this bully, this hard time, this stubbornness, to help you through this, way out of, wow. I don't know if you can see, this one just looks so out of focus and fuzzy compared to the staff card. Anyway, so you're really, to help you through this, you're probably having a lot of people around you, and you're meant to be able to discern which one of them is mirroring this back to you, or bringing this out of you, or stopping you from working on this. Maybe you're surrounding yourself with people and it's clouding your judgment. It's actually getting you further away from doing the inner work. And now back to your yang energy. Whew, okay, yeah. You're being taken on a journey. And of course, if you've read The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell, the hero's journey here is going through hard times. So you might be going through some kind of dark night of the soul here, because you're being taken down to your subconscious, really deep, dark levels of yourself. And of course, your darkness here very much is an inner bully. And I would recommend going back to your childhood and see where you picked this up from. But you're definitely going around and around. This feels like karma. This feels like the universe is putting situations in your path, is putting you through a time where it's going to keep taking you back here. No matter what you do, no matter what you decide, if you don't work on this, it's going to keep bringing you back here. And then if you keep suppressing this and trying to get out of it, the universe will pull you right back in here. It really is meant to really... The most important card in this reading is this heart and this heroine and this staff. This is discern what your heart truly wants to tell you, what your heart truly, truly wants. And be the hero of your own story to get yourself out of this inner critic, inner bully, inner really intimidating energy that doesn't... It's like it would be out of your comfort zone to admit this to yourself, to put action towards stopping this bully and getting out of this dry place. Because it's the dry place is right on top of the spiral. It's also like the universe will keep bringing you back to this spiral, to this dry space. I'm sorry, bringing you back to this dry space. Whatever it looks like in your life, it'll keep bringing you back to your subconscious, to your wounds, back to this place of isolation. There we go, isolation and abandonment and what's the other word? I want to say loneliness, but that's kind of, isolation would help it anyway. It really just wants you to take care of your heart. Take care of your heart, and you can hear what it truly is telling you. it wants you to save yourself. There. So Pisces, I hope this helps. Good luck with everything, and I'll see you next time.